reds and green. For footwork? Yes.
Two red and
two red. Okay. And then lay on back. And then adjust the headrest to the in. Just take a pause here. Rest your feet on the foot bar. Thigh bones heavy. Pelvis weighted down. Take an inhale through the nose. Expand your belly. Let it rise. Just take this first exhale to soften the belly down. So do that one more time. So the low belly, full belly lifts. And then expands. And a nice long exhale out the mouth. Maybe the shoulders heavy, a little. Good. More to the mouth. Good. Keep going. Inhale. 360. Breathing down. Involve those ribs. East to west, front back. Exhale out the mouth. Ribs recoil in. Navel gently hugs back. Good. Do that once more. Relax the pelvis. No tension in the hips. Just exhale. Embrace your deep core and your pelvic floor. So as that navel draws back, feel that navel pull up towards your throat. So we'll add in a little movement. Inhale again. Walk your feet up a little higher on that foot bar and a little wider. Wider stance. Yeah, you're going to toss your knees over to the right on your breath in. So both knees strip to the right, fall to the right. And then exhale, engage. Start to exhale, bring your knees back to center. And then knees fall off to the left. Let them spill off to the left. Keep that left shoulder, right shoulder heavy. Exhale, bring your knees back to center. All over the reason. Keep going. So you have 4 more side to side. Inhale. And then exhale, return your knees back to center. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Right. And one more to the left of the front assistant. Last one. Inhale left. Go. Ready for some footwork. Walk your heels up onto the foot bar. Flex all 10 toes back. Weight that tailbone heavy. Inhale to prepare, and then exhale, press that carriage away. Hold here. Find a little more length in your pelvis. Tailbone down. Bend your knees. Come all the way in. Keep going. Exhale. Carriage opens. You lengthen. And return it back in. Good. Keep going with that 360 breathing. Wide to the sides of your ribs here. Good. And then turn the carriage in. All right. Exhale.
Is there something you do to make your ribs go east to west? Because mine play out when
I put my arms closer to me, and then I actually keep on it going. Inhale, wide ribs, so you feel your ribs almost press out into your arms. And then you exhale out your ribs. Something like that. So, yeah. Are we inhaling out or exhaling?
Inhaling out.
Good, okay. Go. 2 more. Inhale, wide into your rib cage, back ribs, and then exhale. Last one. Inhale, wide into your arms, those ribs, east to west. Exhale, does it help?
Yes.
The next time you're out, you're going to pause out. Breathe in and then come in halfway. Hold it here. Embrace that core. Heavier tail though, and come in an inch and out an inch. I'll add some pulses. In an inch and out an inch. Good. 8, 7. So now you probably won't feel your ribs at all because your ribs are hugging the spine. 5. Good. 4. Good. Head and tailbone. 3. 2. 1 more. You'll hold, push the carriage all the way out, and then return the carriage all the way out in. Take your feet a little wider, and then knock your knees in. And actually bring your feet in a little narrower than that, so it's going to be only as wide as your shoulders. Now knock your knees in. So you're going to go into internal rotation, which we're not used to doing. Heavier tail here. You have to tilt the pelvis away. Do your best to keep the knees together. Here at the bottom, exhale, push the carriage out, and then inhale, return the carriage back in. Exhale away, feel the fronts of your thighs spin towards each other, and then back in, let your tailbones heavy. Yep, right through your bones. Keep that pubic bone spilling between your legs. And in. Good. Keep it up. How does internal rotation feel for you? Cranky or it feels good?
No, it's good. I'm used to doing it all the way at the ends of the foot bar, and something clicks in my knee.
So bringing it, yeah. So always when I teach class, if you find, you don't think of the space as this space, right? It's your own space. So you bring everything into your little box, so the width of everything is obviously, the dimension's smaller for everyone. Like, so don't even think like out to the sides of the room, you just stay in your frame, which is your frame, because you're not as big as other people or as wide. So you stay shoulder distance. 2 more. Last one, you're gonna hold it in about halfway. So one more time. Bring the carriage in halfway, squeeze your knees together. Now go out an inch, in an inch, keeping the knees together. So I'll never part. Put a spog certificate between your knees. Keep it together the whole time. Yeah, don't lose it. 6, in, and out. 5. Yep, squeeze your knees. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Open your knees wide. As wide as, yep, they should. And then push it out. Perfect. And return it back in. Bring your toes back to the middle of the frame, the foot bar, toes, and then heels together, toes apart. So you're gonna find your Pilates feet. Tilt that pelvis into neutral, heavy tail, push the carriage out. Exhale out. Inhale in. Wide rib cage breathing here at the bottom. Drop your tail. Exhale out. Are you tucking a little bit? No, you're not. Let's see. Keep it going. Yeah. Exhale out. Inhale in. Lengthen. Exhale out. And let's go for 3. Full range all the way out. 2. Outer thighs gently wrapping out, forcing the turn out, which is nice. Good. Halfway in, I'll add those little pulses in. We're going to measure little pulses out an inch. Keep your tailbone heavy. Good. So when you tilt that pelvis away from your ribcage a little more, you find a little light in your lower back. A little more. 5. Yep. 4. Perfect. 3. Out an inch. 2. Out an inch. Last one. Then you go all the way out. Straight legs. Zip up through the inner thighs and come all the way on in. Good. Part your heels. Push the carriage out. Keep the carriage open. Stand on those legs. You're going to lower the heels under. And then you're going to raise them up high. A few more here. Heels sink through and under. Don't lock in those either. So that. Good hands. Good. Yep. So the legs are straight, but I don't want you to let your knees like pull down to the mat. Feel your quads pull up on those knees. Yep. Keep going. 4. And rise. Yep. 3. And left. 2. Soft ribs. Last one. Lift your heels high, bend your knees and come all the way in. Holding it here, right leg to tabletop. Heavier together, tilt that pelvis away. You can push the carriage out with your left leg. And come all the way on in. Breathe in. Keep going. So hug those inner thighs in towards your midline. A little bit more. Less. And back in. Keep it up. 4. And add on. All the way. Good stabilization. Smart. No, you're fine.
Having a coughing fit.
2. The next time you're out, you're going to pause out. Extend your right toes to the sky. Good. Hold it here. Both legs up to the ceiling. Right leg up to the ceiling. Sorry. Point your foot. Both toes are pointed. Lift this heel up and then flex both feet. Couple more. Point and flex. 4. And then hold that carriage open. Relax. Really press that carriage away. 3. Articulated through those ankles. 2. Good job. Last time, keep that point and reach. Right toes reach for the foot bar. Lower your right leg. Bottom knock, kick it up. Good. Keep going, but find your break because you don't want your pelvis to lift. Keep going. Lengthen. Good. Keep tailbone heavy. So maybe the leg doesn't get closer to you, but the heels anchor that right hip, right? As opposed to lifting the pelvis up with the legs. So pull the brakes at 90, right up there. So your pelvis doesn't start to curl towards your ribcage. Better. 2 more. Release each. And lift. Last one, you're getting that stretch. Reach that leg out. Reach that leg up. This time, flex that foot. Bend it into a figure 4 stretch. Bend this knee and come all the way in. Take a pause. You can push your thighs away from you. Or you can take a bind and grab the back of your left thigh. Bend your hands through here. Yeah. And same thing with the east to west with the ribs. Think east and west with those hips. So really weight that pelvis heavy. You can always rock a little gentle rock from the left. Yeah, open up to that right hip. Do that other side, of course. Take another breath. And then plant your left foot down, plant your right foot down. All 10 toes back in the center of the foot bar, arms long beside you. Left leg marches to tabletop. So you got your right foot organized, good, and then push the carriage all the way out. Did I do that leg? No, I didn't. And right back. Like the bigger side, exhale, right back out. Good. So you're doing a good job of holding that left inner thigh in towards your midline. Yep, the foot, the ankle, the knee are all in one line. Yeah, you can shimmy that right foot down. You got 4 more. Use that exhale. Maintaining the length of that left side of it well, but you are all the way up. Last 2. And you're gonna pause out, extend your left leg up to the sky, point and reach through all 10 toes, and then flex both feet. Right heel will sink under through, point, push, control, and resist. Good, 4 more. Articulate through both ankles, reach through the metatarsals, 3, good, 2, nice point. Last one, keep the point, keep the reach of that carriage, reach that left hip, lower your left leg, inhale, exhale, bottom lock, kick it up. Inhale, we're lengthening through that left hip, and we exhale, lift it back up. Good, a few more. You're doing better on this side, keeping that pelvis stable. Good, lift. Because even if that leg could come to you, yes, it's doable, but then your pelvis, the lower back starts to round. That's good, 3.
You told me that last time, and I don't think it.
Hey, the body does what it wants to do. This happens too. Give me 1 more. Hold that leg up, flex the foot, bend both knees, left knee wide, place that ankle over your right thigh. Good, fold it in. Big breath here. You can take the bind if you want, behind that right thigh, fold. This knee out, the knees to the left. I'm gonna square up those hips a little bit, and then rock a little to the left, and back to center. A few more. One side tighter than the other. Always, which one? Even? Evenly tight?
Yeah, yeah.
Both feet down. The last thing you do is figure 8. So again, that same wide stance, but not so wide as a sumo squat. You can widen, yep, just a little wider than your sitting bones thing. And then push the carriage out with knees wide. Hold, lengthen here, neutral side, turn in your thighs. And bring the carriage all the way to open your knees, take a full breath in, exhale. And think of that figure 8, so it's very curved, the edges, and think of your femur bones making that happen. Turn it out and lengthen out, these look good, and back in, all while keeping your pelvis neutral. Open, breathe in. Good, initiating from the top of the femur bone head, lengthen out, turn in, and kind of, maybe you pause right there, and go right back out. Because you're tall, yeah, and then come back in. So, yeah, and so come, don't have to go all the way in. Keep going, yeah, so those knees are right over your hips. And almost to the stop, right? Go back in, 3. Blue in 2. One more. Good, and park, bring your knees into your chest for a quick second. Before we do the prance, bring your legs to tabletop and place your hands right in front of your thighs. Yep, a little breath under your pits. Squeeze your knees together, ankles, thighs. Flex your toes back, curl the head, heart, and shoulders up, and I want you to actively push your hands into your knees and your knees into your hands. Good. Lengthen you through your tail, nice neutral spine. We're curling just a tad higher and holding that flexion. Keep breathing normally, inhaling, and exhaling, embracing through your core. 2 more breaths, Caitlin, you got it. Inhale. Stay in that curl, embrace through your deep core. Last one, push a little harder, hands to your knees, knees to your hands. That's a little shake, shake, and rest. Down, feet onto the foot bar one last time with all 10 toes. Push the carriage open, and soften your right knee. Take a pause, and then switch when you're ready. Inhale, exhale, switch. Go. Add in the pulse if you want. Inhale, exhale, switch. Few more. You know, still feeling that opposition, so the crown of your head is reaching to that mirror. Tailbone down to me. Good. 4. And 4. Good. 3. And 3. 2. Good. Reach. 2. Reach. 1 more. Good. Because you're here, press out. 1 more time. Push both heels through and just hold for 3. Soft bottom. Soft knees. 2. 1, push up, heel side, and come all the way in. Good, extend your legs long and flopping over that foot bar for a sec. Just extend them and then rub your calves up for a sec. Shift your legs side to side. All right, stay where you are. I'm gonna put you down on red. Yoga block coming out. It's like trying to remember. Bend your knees once more, and then lift your seat up, bring the block underneath your sacrum. Supportive bridge. So you want the block right underneath the sacrum, closer to the tailbone. So you still feel your hip bones and pubic bone parallel to the ceiling. Arms stay long beside you. Bring your legs to tabletop. Good. So playing around with again, stabilize to the opposite leg. Right leg up to the ceiling. Yeah, lengthen through this leg. Your right leg is going to lower towards the center of the room, and lift back up. Good. So keep going. So you're neutral. The ribs are hugging the spine to support all your curves. So that tailbone stays lengthening to the foot bar, which you're doing really well. And that right leg lifts up to 90. Pull the brakes. Very good. I'm going to add on in 3. And lift. 2. Shoulders broad and wide on that mat. You feel it? It's heavy your sternum. Yes. Last one. You're going to lengthen your right leg out to me and hold and stabilize that. Squeeze your right butt cheek. Hug this knee, and you're going to toe tap this. Toe reaches towards my head, hinging from the hip, and then back up. Keep going. So sometimes the front bar feels like it's in the right way. Just move it a little bit. Good. Keeping that right leg long and strong. Bottom ribs stay closed. 4. Lengthen that left quad. 3. Yep. Long thigh. Last 2. Keep reaching that right leg out long and strong. Last 1. Hold it. Bring your right knee in. And rest your knees into your chest this time. Hold it. Good. Take a big moment. Breathe in. Does that make more sense than the first time you did it? Yeah. I was trying to get all 12 people to feel that. So legs that, right leg up to the ceiling now. Stabilizing to that left hip. Okay, you ready? Take a breath. Lower that right leg down. Hold. And then lift it back up. I did that side of my knee. Sorry. My forgiveness because I'm loopy. Heavy tail. Left leg out to me. Reach long, and then exhale back up. Good. So I like that you're not going too low where your ribs are slowing out. Good. And your shoulders are broad and heavy on the mat. Right knee's going nowhere. Good. Exhale. Keep it up. Making sure. I know your lower back isn't changing, but I just want to see. 3. Commit to being out there. And 2. Long and strong. Good. Hold it out there. Lengthen it. Give that left all the way out. Give that cheek a little squeeze. And then just the right toe now taps towards the foot bar, down low, and back up again. So we're hinging from that right hip. Hinge. Long right quad. Yeah. So the abdominals hug back as that thigh drifts away, and then you lift it back up. There you go. Hug. Keep that pelvis evenly distributed on that brick. East to west with the pelvis. Yes. 3. And left. 2. Hinge. And left. 1 more. Give you a little physical challenge. You're going to hold your right leg out. You're going to bring it to meet your left leg. Both legs out. And reach your legs up. Pause at the top. Heavier tail. Weight that seat down. And now, both legs lower. You got it. And both legs lift. Good. You skipped a single. Just go for it. Both legs lower. You got it. And left. Good. Little wrap of those outer thighs. That feels better than hip flexors. Squeeze your heels. Pull the brakes at 90. You're doing really good at 90 now. Inhale. Lengthen. Exhale, crush the blocks. You're pushing down to the hips to support in here. Zip up. 3. Good. Reach long through the pelvis. Try to change the ribs. Keep those ribs down. Good. Lengthen out. 2. Last one, long and strong. Good. And bend your knees into the chest. Break. Good. Feet to the platform. Really low in the bar. It's okay. Lift your hips up. And take a seat. Reach for those loops.
Did you watch Family Double Dare as a kid? Is that why you did the physical challenge?
No, I probably did not. Feet and straps, girl. Hands and straps. That's so funny. No, hands and straps, not feet yet. Hands.
Oh,
yeah, no. But that's so funny. I'm like, yes, of course I watched that. It's so funny. Just took me back. All right, legs and tabletop, arms up. All right, let's plug those shoulders on your back. So there should be no tension in the neck. Find those lats, ribs heavy. I couldn't stick a finger in that upper back. Inhale to prepare, and then press those arms along beside your pelvis. So I put, yep, just keep your head down for a minute, yeah, and then arms back up. So I made you easy breezy, so I want your shoulders to stay broad and wide, and then just let the arms draw down, hug your ribs in and down, and then float your arms up. Then when you're ready, add in the exhale, curl up, chin over the chest, arms stretch forward, you got it, and lower the spine back down. And this should be from the ribs, the arms follow. So ribs down, you curl up, and back down. Yeah. Holding in those laterals. Exhale, curl up, eyes on your belly. Good. And lower back down. 2 more. Use that exhale. On the next one, you'll curl up and extend your legs to the ceiling. So curl up, legs up, hold here in the curl. Your right leg is going to lower. And bring it back up. And then your left leg lowers. Good. And then hold. You're going to lower your head and lift your arms up. Take a full breath in. Rest your head back. We'll do that again. So you're going to curl up. Hold. Right leg lowers. Lengthen it out to me. Lift it up. Left leg lowers. Eyes on my belly. Square hips. Beautiful. And then legs up, arms up, rest your head down. Last time you'll curl up, this time I'm switching up on you. Feel and hold it here, right leg lowers out to me. One, turn up your thighs, widen your palms, pump for 50. Inhaling, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhaling up and down. Inhale, reaching forward, the run. Stay in that curl, exhale. 3 more. Exhaling, that leg is shooting up that left toes. Yeah, 2 more. Exhale, heavy that down. 2, 3, 4, 5. You got it. 1 more. Keep pumping those arms. Exhale, both legs up. And rest your head down. Arms up. Take a full breath in. I gave you a break. Curl back up. Chin over that chest. Now the opposite leg lowers. You got it. Go. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Big, vigorous pumps. Exhaling up and up. 4 more. Keep reaching your fingertips to me. Exhaling. Maybe turn up those thighs a little bit. Inhaling. 3. Stay in that curl. Exhale. Perfect. 2 more. Stay right there. Reach those 10 toes. Opposition. Last time. Breathing in. Breathing out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now don't move. Stay in your curl. Bring your right leg to meet your left leg. Hold. Stay lifted. Curl. And bend your knees in. And you did an awesome job at that. Sorry, I had to sneak that in. Rest your hamstrings down. Hang them up and just give your knees a little toss side to side. We'll get you off your back. Feeling all right?
Yeah.
You want to stay on your back and do the leg stuff? We want to come up. Okay.
Either.
We'll get up in a second. If you don't mind being on your back,
No.
take the loop onto your left foot. So we'll stretch that left side first. And we'll go around the world with that left side. So your left leg is lifted. Yep. I'm actually going to ask you to bring your right leg into tabletop. Yeah. So from here, lower your left leg down to me. So we can lengthen that left hip. Keep those hips square. You don't want to lower your left leg too much. Yep. And then on the exhale, I'm going to switch the legs out. Inhale, exhale, switch. Then single leg stretch. So both thighs brush through center. Inhale, exhale, reach that bottom leg. Good. 6. So another thing I like to tell my pros, you don't want your knees in your chest. So you want to pause right at tabletop. Exhale, legs away from you. 5. Yeah. Keep reaching. 5. Good. 4. You just put your mind on the backs of your legs. 3. Those hamstrings and glutes. 2. That's better. And hold. Right toes to the sky. Left leg long and strong. Heavier tail here. Pause. Neutral. Exhale. Slice. Scissor. Inhale. Exhale. Slice. Brush the. Think of. Yep. Brush it. Hug that midline in. Yep. So those legs don't widen. Yes. That's better. 5. These are sets. 4. Reach that bottom leg. And reach that bottom leg. 3. 2. 2. 1 more. Good. We'll leave the left leg up. Bring your right ankle on top of your left ankle. You're crossing out the ankles. Turn out your thighs just a tad. Take a breath. And then both legs lower towards the center of the room. Reach and lengthen. And then back up. Looks like that top leg gets a ride, but even length through both hips. Reach long on that right. Anti-rotation. What's happening? Yeah, the legs want to go off to that side. So we gotta weight that right hip down a little bit more. So you're right in center. 3. I didn't see that earlier. Yep, right hip down. 2. Because it's you, we're gonna stay at the top on this next one. Hold it here. We're gonna take our legs over to the right, just slightly. Lift that left hip up. Send your legs out towards me. Circle them to the side, to the left, and then back up. So remember, this goes back to finding your space. So you go to the right, in your square, in your box. You're reaching out, around, and up. Good. Focus on keeping those ribs and shoulders square. Little corkscrew action. Yep. And back up. 2 more. Reach it out. Lengthen with both hips. Stir it to the left. Better. And exhale. How do you feel? Good. You're not making that many. It's too big. Just good. 1 more. We'll stay only this direction. We're going to hold at the top, slide, slither this leg down your leg. Flex it, and again, lucky girl, another figure 4. I'm listening in for a quick beat, and then again, knee over head. Good. So you're stabilizing through this leg, so you can control if you want this knee to come closer to you, the more flexion, or out more in. If I need more in to get more flexion, but do make sure this foot is flexed. How's this feel deeper figure fours, but you're in control with the strap. So you could also take this foot and make to that knee like a pretzel, if that was doable. Maybe in the head. See what I mean? Yeah, depending on the day. Take a full breath here and you go back to the table. So what we're going to do is take a breath, try to have your tail. You're going to keep this leg here, take your right foot and stomp it straight down to the well, to the floor. Can you do that? Make your shins go? I don't think so. Maybe on a good day. I don't know. I try, like I said, I'm trying to do my yoga every Saturday night. In the winter, no. In the summer, maybe. So opening up through here. Feel the stretch here? Yeah. And a little tuck of the tail, just to really feel that hip flexor open. Soft ribs, just settle into the stretch. One more. So what we're going to do is keep this foot here. You're going to stomp your right foot to the foot bar and lift this leg up high. Just hold this leg up for a quick second. So what we're going to do is press the carriage out, get that stretch on your right leg extends. And you can shimmy this heel up onto the foot bar. Shimmy the heel up, this leg up, and then before we do anything, you're going to circle the ankle. So we take the IT down stretch. Do your best to keep this leg internally rotated. Right hand grabs the rope. The other right hand. Yeah, there you go. And then you can always put your hand on your hip, but I'm here. You're going to cross the femur bone, breathe, let go, and that's so awesome. And there you want to just slide. Pause there and start there, and then every exhale, you'll just settle that hip a little heavier. And maybe go a little more to the right. It's on point. This side looks good. 3 more breaths. This looks nice. Feeling it? Yeah. But not in the IT better, but have more calf. Calf. Yeah. That's why I like the breaking of the ankle. Everybody will take a client and go like this, and it's a whole sensation, right? Take another breath, stay there. Maybe the leg goes another centimeter. Bring the left leg up. Take your left hand to the rope now, and then you're gonna open it out to the left. Sorry. So this is gonna open, take a counter stretch, and only as much as you want, right? But this standing leg can bend now, finally, like knee wide, like Peter Pan, and then you're gonna stretch. Flex this foot too, just to get more in that adductor, inner thigh. Big breath in. And you can control this, right? Because you could also push the carriage out a little bit more to keep your hips square, your hips look pretty square. Settle that left hip down, take another breath. Pull that foot to your face. Always say, yank it, pull it. Now the standing leg, right knee up. Push the carriage out one more time, left leg up. And just push the carriage out. Good. Bring the carriage in halfway, get that last little stretch on, and then you'll take that loop off and place your left foot down. Good. So what side of that? Your left leg, we're going to roll onto the left side, and that little yoga block section. So you're going to stand on that yoga block, facing out to me on the mat. That was your left leg. So yep, you're going to stand on the yoga block, your whole foot ideally, but yep, you turn the wheel to the front. And you want more pointing the heel next to you. Hands on your hips. You're going to take a step up on that yoga block and take a balance check here. So relax the right ankle, just let it be a floppy foot. Yeah, and then settle here. That locks, but feeling that lift to that right adductor, that inner thigh, you're just going to sink in that right hip. Think of your hip poking into that wall, and you're going to rise, lift out of that hip. Good. So feel the weight of that right thigh bone drop, and you sink in that left hip, and you're going to pull it on up. That's it. This looks much better. Inhale. Now to the sassy hip, and back up. Keep it up. Inhale. And exhale. Good. So use the entire foot, especially kind of that foam grip, which is helping the ankle stability as well. Do you feel more in your ankle or your tush? Yeah, good. 10 more seconds-ish. 6, 5. We're filming now. 4. I think we're good. 3, 2. 1 more. Hold it until you get a little more because you're here. Sweep that leg forward and the breath in. And just brush it back. Keep that lift. Keep those backwards floating high up your pelvis and just being really passive. I know. I'll even move it so you can kind of move more underneath. Keep your eyes up. Find one focal point. Sweep it forward. Sweep it back. 4 more brushes. Inhaling. Sweep it back. Can you challenge yourself by picking up the pace and just getting loosey-goosey about it? 3. Yeah. 2. Yeah. Last one. Keep that pelvis still. Last one. And then you get to step off the ground. That was very good. All right. Really good. Grab that brick. And then the last thing we're going to do on that side is step on the left foot. And you're going to place the yoga block on top of your right thigh. Nice and long. Hold that. And stab your right elbow into it. Get on top of yourself, I like to say, hug your ribs and that shoulder girl. Left arm shoots up, frame that face. Good. Drive that knee up into your elbow, elbow into your knee. Find that connection, that right oblique. Lifting high off that pelvis. So you're gonna embrace a little harder, and then you're gonna release the embrace, but that I couldn't tell. And then embrace, hug, find that connection. Good, and release. 4-ish more breaths. Exhaling. Shh. And I love that you're not leaning back. Get on top of that pelvis. And then you hold it, crush the brick, break it, and rest. So you don't die. Very nice transition, girl. All right. Okay. Take this. We'll give it an elevation, and then we'll stick to left foot on this brick, hands on here. Hands on the foot bar. You can drop your back knee for now. Yep, look forward, straight arms. You're gonna push that carriage back. Bring your body back. Good. Hug your ribs in to support that. Good. Take a full breath. And remember, little lift of the pelvis. So you don't want to sink too much, and then tuck your tailbone under. Yeah. And then from there, bring the carriage in. You're gonna round your spine in, flexion and round. Good. Inhale, lengthen, look forward and out. Good, square hips. And then exhale. So you have the mobility in the pelvis, so try not to lower the hips too much, but think of length. The ribs hugging to support you, and then scoop around. Good. Last time, you'll push that carriage open, hold. Press the carriage out a little bit more. And then bring it in just a tad. This looks good. Top to tail to get ready to support yourself with that left arm forward. Yeah, left arm reaches down. Look back and circle that arm all around. Swim forward. 2 more. Down. Look back. Swim, stroke it forward. Exhale. 1 more. Rotate that rib cage. Good. And then you get to reverse it. Open up. Spiral up. Look back. Exhale. Backstroke. Forward. Good. Nice for the hips too. 1 more. Both hands on deck. Breathe. And then bring it all the way. Maybe straighten that front leg. Round the spine up. Yeah. Good. Beautiful. Wiggle your toes. Your left toes. Yeah. Nice breaths and come all the way in. Great with a nice job. Yeah. Step on off. And then we'll do that all on the other side. Do you want to do a plank before we try to put a plank in there?
Yeah.
So let's actually face that wall. Come on to the machine. And place your hands on the shoulder blocks for now. Walk your feet back. I'm going to put you on a blue spring. We'll switch you back to a red in a moment. But you are going to walk your hands in front of the shoulder blocks and walk your knees back so your feet find the wood platform. So let's find a neutral spine. Spread out those fingers. Good. Broaden up those shoulder blades. You're going to wrap those armpits in like I put 2 papers under there. Tuck the chin. So I want your gaze down towards that headrest. Long neck. Tailbone reaching back. You're going to inhale to prepare. Wide ribcage breathing. Breathe into my hands. Exhale, embrace through your core. You're going to hover your knees about 2 inches off that mat. And then push the carriage out and extend your legs. Keep that lift of the quads. Hold the pelvis up and then tuck the tail. Firm up that butt. Straight legs. I know. Straight legs. Yeah. Just lift your tail and zip up. Yeah. Reach that heart forward. Just holding here. Inhaling. Heels look good. Strong legs reaching back in that position. Good. So I'm going to ask you to do, Kaylin, keep those shoulders broad and wide. Push the carriage forward an inch. And then shape it back. Push your chest up through the shoulder and the abdomen. There you go. Broad and wide. Use those serratus. Scapula is nice and broad and wide. Push the shoulder blades away from each other. Put your ribs in enough. 4. Keep the quads lifted. Backs of the knees shining to the ceiling. 3. You look good. Keep that integrity of the spine. You're looking good. Strong. 2, 2, 2. You got it. Last one. One more. Bring the carriage back underneath you. Bend your knees slowly in and voila. Come bring your knees here. I'm going to give you some chest expansions and then you are going to do the other side. So what I'm going to ask you to do is pick up the loops and then choke up on the ropes. So we're on a blue spring. And then maybe walk your knees back a tad bit so you're not relying on the shoulder blocks to for balance. Move your knees off the shoulder blocks. Good. Hamstring supporting you here. Tailbone heavy. You're going to sweep your arms down and back. Don't lean back and then slowly return forward. Perfect. Think your sternum floating right over your pubic bone. And if there's any strain in the neck and shoulders, just put your hands like lower. Don't worry about. Better, right? Easy breezy neck. Just try try single arm. Pause there, right arm sweeps back. Reach arms forward. Reach arms. Do one arm at a time. And then left arm. Really connect to the back of the scapula and that arm follows. I know. Wide a little first. The both wide. The arm follows. Good. So it's less. So you really feel the shake coming from the shoulder, right?
Yeah. Do you have any other exercises besides chest opener that will help with energy?
With the neck?
Yeah. To get longer.
To get longer, yeah. I mean, definitely less tension for you, which is the blue, which is good. So I'm even thinking, take a little mini break, put your hands in the short legs. And then start leaning forward to the fronts of your knees, yeah? And then fingertips straight, sweep your arms back, and hold it back here for a second. Now hold, you're gonna flip your palms to face the opposite wall, like keep your hand, yeah, like that. Now hold that. Now keep that pinch of the shoulders and reach your arms forward. And then sweep them back. Doesn't that feel good too?
Yes.
So it's a little bit lower, right? Like, and then now your neck can like be a little more wobbly if it wanted to be. But again, it's a little deeper, like the biggie. Do a couple more. Yeah, so it initiates because it's forcing your clavicles to open, and then the arms are like the last thing to go, right? 2. And the next one you do, you're gonna hold your arms back, straight arms, hug them in towards your pelvis and out. Little bird wing in and out. Yeah, flapping bird, close your ribs. I'm so happy to be hearing the birds chirping in the morning. I'm like, hallelujah, it's happening. 4 in, less out, in an inch, out. Back since in, less out. Little bird, in. Yes, 3, smaller, slower, 2. 1, hold it. Don't lean back. Lean a little forward, your heart. There you are. And up, up, up. Ta-ta, that fired up your back? Yeah, you look good. Let's lay on back and do this other side, and we'll do the whole little loop-de-loop. So run red's going on, blue's coming off. And then you're gonna grab the loop closest to your right shoulder, and we're gonna work the whole right side. Head rest good, like that, and then loop goes on your right foot this time. And then bend that right knee and extend your left leg. Oh, yep. Single leg stretch. So push your right leg out and bend your left knee into your chest. Pause there. Where's your left knee in space? Oh, hovering over that left hand. And then switch. Exhale. Push from those backs of your legs. Inhale, exhale. If it's helpful to flex your feet, you can flex both feet. And again, not wrong. We just bring a little more connection to the back of the leg. Heel to bum. And push from that right hip. Sitting bone. And then left. Good. Inhale, exhale. Single leg stretch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Good. Good sense of your inner thighs. Hugging in towards your midline. 3 more slices. 3. And 3. Keep reaching through the sole of that foot. 2. And 2. Last one to each side. And 1 more. Hold right leg up to the sky. Breathe in. And then lower. The switch leg itself. So now we're scissoring. 1 leg up, 1 leg out. Good. So up and out. Yes. Reach that bottom leg. Stabilizing through the pelvis. Nice and still hip. Very good. Then brush through center. Exhale. 6. And 6. Reaching to that bottom leg. Even if it's not stretched. Reach and reach 5. Good. Slice and reach 4. Try to touch me. 3. Don't think down. Think out. And out. 2 more to each side. Stabilize through those hips. 2. Last one. Switch. Right leg up. Cross your left ankle over your right ankle. Give me a slight external rotation just so you can feel that tailbone heavy. Straight down. Push this leg into this leg. Straight down. Straight through center. And reach out both legs to me. And then back up. Exhale. Squeezing the thigh. Then back out. Left hip heavy, and we're reaching. I'm going to pull the brakes at 90. And if you want to get closer, I just want to make sure that tailbone stays heavy. Keep going. 3, little heavy. 2, 2, 2. Settle that left hip. Yep, you know it. Last one. We're going to go for those stirs. So holding up the top, take both legs, shift them over to the left a tad. The right hip will peel up. Send your legs out to me. A little wider than you. And then back up to the top. A little left of the body, keep that right shoulder heavy, stretch, extend it out, reach it out, and back up again. Good, a few more. Good, this side looks good. Lengthen your left hip a little more. I know it's not the one that's strapped in. We want to find a little extra reach, not necessarily lower, but more length to that left side because it's not strapped in.
Oh.
It's a little more effort, yep, but not lower. 2. So reach that left hip as well as your right. Last one to the left. That's better. Reach that left hip. And up. Hold it at 90. And then slowly that left leg down your leg, your right leg, and flex this ankle and bend this knee. So now you're in the figure 4. Flex feet. Stay here. Again, you could do a gentle rock to the right, not center. You can always manipulate the stretch. You can bring this knee closer to you, find more flexion if you want it. Yeah, heavy down. 2 more breaths. Breathe and settle. 1 more breath. So we're gonna right knee over your right hip. We're gonna pause there. Keep the carriage still and take your left foot and stomp it right into the well. You feel the spring to the left of the spring. There you go. And so you can show that we're focusing on that left foot on the ground. Maybe a gentle tuck of the tail here. Going to the ceiling. Hold it down. 2 more, or 2 or 3 more breaths here. How's that feel? Good. You can always play around with this leg. It could be up, it could just be relaxed, but you're focusing on this side. 1 more breath there. So we're gonna do is prepare for our T-band stretch. So right leg up to the ceiling, you're gonna bring your left foot to the foot bar. Left heel, possibly, yeah, hold that stretch first, square up those hips. And now you're gonna take the carriage out once more, both legs are straight. Good, so pause with this right leg up. Oh, get that right leg up to the ceiling. This foot never leaves the heel. Come on, again. So now soften this hip, this knee down so this hip stays down. Left hand will grab the rope. Good, other left hand. Oh, and then stickle those ankles first. So try to settle this hip as long as you can, and then allow it to slide, yeah, let go in there. So let go in the groin, so as there, and then it'll just chill, hopefully. Good. Toes sickle, you look good. Take a couple of breaths here. I just always do this if it feels good, but you want to think of this right sitting bone tucking under, so that the sit bones are nice and even. This leg tends to turn out, so you want to keep it wrapping. How you feel on this side? Good. IT man or calf on this side?
It's always calf.
Always calf. Try to get to feel that IT man by softening this a little more.
Yeah, I don't know why. Even when I do it with the magic circle.
Yeah.
It's still.
1 more breath, you're breathing. And then we'll switch sides. So you're going to switch the hands on the rope, right leg out to the right. So we're going for an opener. Yep, a counter stretch, but this standing leg could also bend too, but bring it out to me, like a little Peter Pan stag leg there. And you can manipulate that rope by pulling it up, right foot to your face if you want, otherwise just allowing that carriage to come in to deepen the stretch. Put your left side of the palm is heavier, or left hip heavier. So reach right leg up higher. Yeah. 1 more breath in. The exhale, right leg up, push the carriage out 1 last time. Bring it in halfway so you feel the stretch to that hamstring. And slip that foot up, loop off your foot. Alrighty, we're gonna roll off to that side and then we'll stand on our block on our right foot. Shimmy your toes forward so the whole heel is on that brick. Hands on your hips. All right, standing up. So relax the left ankle, your toes could just drop, and then we're just gonna sink in that right hip, settle, and then lift that left thigh bone up in the socket. Good, so that left femur bone drops, weighting and sinking in that right hip, and lifting back up. Good. Start small. You did probably soften your knee a little bit, your standing leg. Yeah, just a little bit. We're still tall. Inhaling and exhaling. Sassy hip. Don't move your head, don't move your shoulders. Just try to isolate that pelvis. Good. There you are. Good focus. I'm like, you're gonna get it. You got the balance. 4, 3. Good. Square hips. 2. Keep that lift, engage with the inner thigh, sweep your left leg forward, take a breath, and just kick it back, exhale. Stay upright, keep the sternum, rib cage floating high on top of that pelvis. Just bring attention to your back, and just kind of pump them up a little bit, keep those bottom ribs closed as you just sweep that left leg forward and back. 5. Maybe pick up the pace or not, whatever feels good for you. 4, you're very upright. 3, 2, last one forward, last one back. You guys fight it. Yeah, it's okay. And off of it. I know that side was challenged.
Yeah.
It's probably fatigue too because it's been stabilized. You know, it's been working. Take the brick and then stand on your right leg. Fatigue a little more. Just pick it up, and then you're standing on it. You're going to lift your left leg to tabletop. Place the elbow on top of your left thigh and stab that elbow to your knee. And again, right away, hug the ribs under the shoulder girdle. Reach that right arm up to find that length. Shoulders down your back. And brace your core by stabbing knee into elbow, elbow, no knee. A little resistance, a little less resistance. Pause, and then exhale, brace. Close those bottom legs. Stand on top of your leg. 4 more breaths. Inhale to release. Exhale, engage. Core. Stay tall. 2 more breaths. Inhaling. Exhaling. Woo, it's okay. Woo, woo, woo. Last one. This side's harder. A little forward, heart forward. Stay on that right leg. Stand brick. And let it go. Woo-hoo. Good job. Really good. Yeah, good. We are going to bring this baby on up. Take a seat. Face the mirrors. Grab the ropes, the loops. You're gonna place them over your elbows, and remember, we're just gonna, I don't know if we did this, but just give you a little extension. So you're gonna take them over your elbows like a pair of gloves.
The
long ones. Yeah, just because we're on our bed, so we don't want you to put tension in that. So start with your arms out wide, so your palms are out, and then you can just take your hands behind your head from there. Yeah. So give yourself a little neck pull, literally, so you're gonna press your skull back into the fingertips, and so the cervical spine is long. Close your ribs, and I'm going to ask you to lift your heart and your sternum, let your head fall back to the hands. So you're going to start to lift your sternum up and legs up, heart, and then you're going to exhale, come back to neutral. Closing on the elbows, you're going to round the elbows, and just roll. And you're going to inhale, stack up, lift your sternum, and then work up and over my hands. So you're going to put a little more lift extensions if you up, lift up your arch the back a little bit more. And then exhale, hover over imaginary ball around. Stack. Lifting. Sternum. Lift the sky. Hands heavy in the cup of your hand. Let your head fall back. Yeah, and then wrap it. Exhale, round. One more. Elbows wide. Sternum. Just pop that sternum open. Lift your sternum. Chest nipples up. And then come back to center and exhale around. Good, and then you're gonna come up to a tall spine, just grab the reins right on those ropes. And again, remember, less tension we needed for you, so you can, reach your arms forward. Let's take a few roll back. So, arms straight ahead, take a tall seat, don't move back yet, a little hinge forward, and then float your ribs back. So it's like, float your ribs back, bring your shoulders back, and you pause there. So just slide your hips forward, tuck your tail, try to get that low back down. Pause right there, breathe it in. And slide your ribs towards your hips, you'll exhale around all the way up to top. These are for you. So you're gonna inhale, go back as much as it feels good on your back. Lift your ribs, arms forward, abs back. Arms forward, abs back. Pause back, take a breath. And then exhale, rise back up. Feel good? Yeah. 3 more. Find your sweet spot. So you're gonna round back. Pause back. 2. Straight arms. Good, and up. This last one, I'm going to ask you to stay back. You'll roll back to that place where you just found. Good, hold it here. Take a breath, reach your arms forward. I want you to come up just a little bit higher at your heart. Bring your right leg to tabletop, keep it there. Hold it, top and on your exhale, switch on the legs. Switch it. Inhale, exhale. Keep presenting the chest up, relax your shoulders down. Pull this all in that pelvic floor, deep core. Last 6, marches 5. Really good, straight arms reaching forward, navel back 3. Keep marching it, keep that heart proud 2. 1 more, whatever leg is up, hold it, bring your opposite leg to meet it. Turn out your knees a little bit and see if you can find teasers. Straighten legs, eyes not your toes, lower your legs a little bit and lift your chest a little higher. Yes. Lift your arms forward. Lift your legs a little higher, eyes not your toes, breathe. Bend your knees, feet down, and come forward. Hang them up. That was beautiful.
That's hard. Thank you.
No, of course. I have another class going on. Spin you on your belly. Take an extension before they. Then hold off the box. Wrist as wide as your shoulder. So you're gonna press out the couch as if you were Superwoman, legs out, long and strong. Heels together, what you like is fine. Gently have your tail here. So push down to that foot bar. Start to lift your chest, press, and rise straight up through those arms. Pause there. Remember that sternum lifting up between your shoulder blades. Feel that down through the waist, and then exhale lower back down. You want to feel supported through the mid back, so soften the shoulders, reach your chest through, but keep those ribs hugging in and up. Yeah, keep those ribs closed, and then lower back down. So you rise up as much as it feels good in your lower back. Pull your chest up through your shoulder blades. That's what I want. Yeah, it's just a little bit of that chest sinking. And you want to find that width across here. More width here, and lower forward. Width here. Yes, and back down. Last two. Good. And last one. Endless spine. Push down those hips. Rise up, toes reaching back in opposition. Lengthen out, 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 and back. Lower. Bend your elbows and hands on this box and push yourself up to a child's pose or off the box, whatever feels good. Up for all fours, and then sit your hips back. Forehead down. Big breath in. Let's make sure you check your knees, make sure they're all the way on it. And come on up. We can pull this one if you want, just to finish the core.
Oh,
Is that okay? I mean,
this is fine. This is perfect. Yeah.
Good?
Thank you so much. You're such a good
You're not cured out. Don't worry about
I'm glad you came back for more.
Yeah, I'll be back.
it. If you're cured out,
Have fun.
I know. I see you. I want to write down.
so this would be out further.
Oh,